there it is, the stripy, the triangle one. But yeah, so that book is really good, and it's about what a strategy looks like, and then the crux is kind of a lot more about how to go about setting it. So by asking these questions about what is the real thing and which ones would you trade off, and just sort of pressure testing some of the strategy questions that they've had, and what are you trading off in order to do that? How we're going to have only 3 objectives, so maximum. This is one of the rules of OKRs that I'm actually really happy to break, but it's a really useful rule. And so you're going to have maximum of 3 objectives. Well, what are those 3 things going to be? Like, how do you look at your strategy, which has 7 pillars and a massive roadmap? What are the 3 things that really matter this quarter? Like, how do we even start with that? And so we're basically prefacing this OKR setting discussion by making sure we're spending some time on the strategy. So my last couple of clients, we've actually done a strategy workshop, and it's only been a couple of hours, but in that couple of hours, we've managed to pull out a story that is actually quite clear about what they want to do. And then setting the objectives becomes more a matter of like, okay, let's just align on exactly what that means in practice and what that means now. And it becomes a lot easier. So that's what we tend to do, is basically I'll go through that. What is the problem that you're trying to solve in your strategy? So we've done the discovery. So I know I usually have some idea of what the strategic problem is, but it's like, what is the problem? If you can't clarify amongst your team what the problem is that you're trying to solve, what your challenge in your strategy is, then you're not going to have a strategy. And then what are you going to do about it? What's your general approach? That's the sort of center of your strategy. And then what does that mean for actions? Like, what are the main things you're going to do, and which kind of order are you going to do them in? You can't just have pillars. You need to say, we're going to do this one first, and then these 2, or whatever we're going to do. What are you going to do? And what are you trading off to do that? And what are the decisions you're going to make? We're going to stop doing this so that we can do that. Okay, good. Now we've got some decisions, and that becomes the right input for the OKRs.